Welcome to SGN Tech Forum. This is the final video in IoT series. So far we have learned how to work with sensors, actuator. We learn about the IoT protocols like MQTT and CoAP. Now in this video, we will start working with cloud IoT platform. So let's quickly look at what we have in agenda today. So first we are going to explore different IoT cloud offerings from different vendors, cloud providers like IBM, Microsoft, AWS, Google, and some open source implementation. So as you can see on my screen, IBM offer you IBM Watson. From Microsoft Azure, you have IoT Hub. On AWS Cloud, you have IoT Core, and same on GCP or Google Cloud Platform, you have IoT Core. ThingSpeak, it is academic implementation from MathWorks, where you can actually use your MATLAB license. You can bring your MATLAB software and do data analytics. And finally, we have open source hardware software implementation, which is called Adafruit, right? This just a screenshot. We are not going to create an account and start working with all these providers. We will only do two. We will only explore two providers, one from ThingSpeak, one from Adafruit. But it's always good to see what other has to offer. And mind it, all our cloud provider, they actually give you some sort of like a free trial or credit so that you can at least try their platform without any expenses. Like this is a snippet from Microsoft Azure, and this is your IoT Hub. You can always start for free by signing up. This is the AWS IoT Core. You have to sign up for your AWS account. You can sign up for a free tier account, get some free resources, and start exploring IoT Core services, AWS IoT Core services. IBM Watson. IBM Watson is a part of IBM Cloud offering. So you have to sign up an account with IBM Cloud, and then you can go to their Watson platform and find Internet of Things platform from resource list. And once you find that, you can click launch, and from there onwards, you can onboard your device, set up a communication from your local device to the cloud, and etc. Right? You have various plans like light, non-production, production, but we are not going to go into this, right? From Google Cloud or GCP, you have IoT Core. Again, just like AWS and others, you can try it for free. This is ThingSpeak. Very easy to get started, and it's powered by MathWorks, and you can use your data analysis using MATLAB. So if you are academic and you already have a MATLAB licenses, this is the platform to go. Once you, so to sign up on ThingSpeak, you need your MathWorks account. Once you have a MathWorks account, you can get started with ThingSpeak. This is a double-click view from ThingSpeak. So you create a channel, then there are different fields which is equivalent to topic in IoT world. So you create a topic and you can post, subscribe, or publish to this topic from your local device. Right. Adafruit. This is the main platform for our agenda today. So we will see what is Adafruit, and then we will see one actual demo where I'm going to connect to Adafruit Cloud and publish some data, subscribe some data. So that is the gist of this video, right? Adafruit is an open source software and hardware implementation. As you can see, there are few terminology which you need to know about Adafruit. So on Adafruit, you have a dashboard where you can see all your topics, which is feed in Adafruit terminology. You can see a visual representation from your dashboard, and you can also take certain actions like you can publish to a feed from your dashboard. Then feed, as I mentioned, it's like topic from MQTT world. So one can your devices can subscribe or publish to this topic. Adafruit Cloud, when you sign up for the account, that works as a broker. So whatever feed you create, it act as a broker. So it store all those topic information. How the Adafruit Cloud and your local device, if you're having Arduino or Raspberry Pi, how Arduino and Raspberry Pi being identified on Adafruit is via AIO key. So it's a secure key, which your Raspberry Pi or Adafruit uses when it try to communicate to Adafruit cloud over internet, right? And client programs uses this feed to create dashboard, to subscribe and take some local action. That means your Raspberry Pi can subscribe to certain feed on Adafruit Cloud, and if Adafruit Cloud sends some value, it will receive that value, and based on that value, probably what it can start a motor, or it can turn off a LED or turn on a LED, so it can take some local action, right? A note from about Adafruit IO key. Your Adafruit IO key should be kept in safe place and treated with the same care as Adafruit username and password, because if someone has access to your Adafruit, they can view all your data and also create new feeds, right? So keep it secure. Sample code, the code which we are going to use in this demo, I have parked that code in our GitHub, and so you can go ahead and download it using this link. Also, this document, what we are looking at, it's also available in GitHub, and I'll put that link in the description so that, as always, you can go ahead and download the presentation if you want. Finally, the demo time. All right, so let's go to ThingSpeak first, as I promised, right? So if you have account, you're logged in, but let's see some ThingSpeak feature, right? Collect, analyze, and act. So send sensor data privately to the cloud, analyze and visualize your data with MATLAB, and trigger an action. That's what we want to do, right? This is the power of IoT cloud. So I am already signed in. So let me go to my channel. Okay, so the dashboard or the high level view in Math ThingSpeak is called channel. You can create new channel. I already have a channel, SDN Tech, obviously, and then there are few things here, so you can keep it private. That means no one else can access other than your username and password. You can make it public also, so that others can also send data to this channel. You can change some settings, and here is the API key, just like Adafruit AIO key. This gives you a API key which you can use while posting or subscribing any data, right? So if I click on new channel, I can name the channel, then I can create different fields, field 1 to 8. So as you can see, ThingSpeak supports 8 field. So you can like sensor, you can use 8 sensor or one sensor with different multiple values, like your DHT sensor can sense humidity, temperature, and so on, right? So each of these things think of it as a topic. Okay, link to GitHub and all those things, and you can just say save channel. That will create a channel. So we are not going to create a channel because we already have a channel. So let's go back and look at the channel. Okay, SDN Tech. This is my channel. As you can see, I have no visualization right now, and API key, right? Write API key, read API key, and API request. So if you want to write to the channel feed, you have to use this get API. If you want to read to the channel feed, this is your API. And what we are going to do, we are going to let's post something, right? So I already have a channel created. This is my channel setting, and I have only one field to it. So I just want to send temperature from my local device, right? So that's why I created the temperature as a channel setting, one field. So let me add a visualization, something like field chart. Okay, so this is a field chart. I already sent 2 entries, but let me post one more, right? So now, for some, say I want to post a temperature to my channel feed. I know my right key, and you can see field 1. So I'm going to say now the temperature is 35 degree, right? Go back to this, and as you can see, from 30 it posted the new temperature value, which is 35. Let's post one more real quick, and this time I'm going to say 40. So let's go back, and as you can see, this is not in real time. So Adafruit, sorry, my bad, this is ThingSpeak. ThingSpeak creates the entries in like there is some lag. I'm not sure what is that, but you can see it in real time. It's more than 1 minute, right? So it's not real time, but it's pretty much okay if it is not very like event driven or critical mission critical data. So this is how you can post your values from your local device. So obviously I showed you how to post the value from browser, but that's not you want to do. You want to actually use this URL in your program, right? In your device program or Raspberry Pi program, where you send something, and once you sense any data, you're going to append that data to this URL and post, right? And it will start reflecting on ThingSpeak. And the same thing we will do with Adafruit. So with Adafruit, we are not going to do it in a theoretical way, just like how I did it with ThingSpeak, but we will actually post some values to Adafruit Cloud. Okay, so we are done with most of the cloud offering. This is our last, but really not the least. This is one of our major cloud offering, which is called Adafruit. Why I picked that? Because it's very simple and easy to get started with, right? Okay, so let's see what Adafruit has to offer. Okay, it supports pretty much all the devices like different boards, Raspberry Pi, Arduino, etc. So wide variety of hardware is supported. It has a very nice documentation and lot of already published program, so you don't have to start from scratch. Pricing option, Adafruit you can try for free, and what you get with free account is free forever. Obviously, 30 data points per minute, so you can every minute you can send like 30 data points. 30 days of data storage, so you can run your project longer duration like 30 days, right? Actions every 15 minutes. 5 dashboard limit, and you will see what is the dashboard. 5 group limit, and 10 feed limits, so you can create 10 feed maximum, right, with free account. But if you decided to like go to the paid version, you can pay per month or you can pay per year, and pretty much it bump your like tier to unlimited and all those things, right? But we will stick to our free account, which is good for our demo. So let me go ahead and sign in, since I'm already created an account. zinforum@gmail.com. Okay, this is the landing page, devices, but we'll go to dashboard first, right? So when you sign up first time, you may see a default dashboard, but you can always use that dashboard, or you can delete. So I deleted the default dashboard. So right now you can see I have nothing here in dashboard. Feeds. Okay, let me go ahead and delete this feed. Okay, so right now you can see there is no feed. That means no topic is created, right? How you can create topic? You can create topic two ways. Either you can click on new feed and create a topic. Let's say I want to create a topic LED. Or what you can do, you can let your devices, since this is a broker, you can let your devices publish a topic, and then broker will actually create a topic here. And you will see when we run our program, we created one feed, but when we run our program, since my Raspberry Pi is acting as a publisher, broker will create another feed here. Okay, so this is all about feed or topic. Dashboard, let's create a dashboard because we want to see or visualize the topic, just like in ThingSpeak you added the visualization. So let's create a dashboard first. SDN Tech. Let's go inside the dashboard. As you can see, there is nothing here, but you can expand and see create new block. I have dark mode on, and you can also go ahead and delete dashboard if you want, but we just created the dashboard, we don't want to delete it. So let's create some blocks. So obviously I have a feed called LED. So toggle is kind of like a suitable block for them, but as you can see, there are multiple type of visualization, like for battery gauge, pressure gauge, pie chart, indicator, cloud, and all those things, remote control. But I think toggle is a best representation. So you select the visualization and you bind it with the feed. So I want to use, since I have only one feed, but if you have multiple, choose which feed you want to tie with this kind of block. So I want to tie um, the that block with LED. Select that, say next step. You can see some title. So this is actually optional, but let me say LED. Some test value we can publish, and I'm going to say create block. As you can see, my block is created, right? Okay. If you want to resize it, or you want to move it somewhere, you can always use edit layout, but I think it was looking better here, so I don't want to edit. Let's cancel. Done. Okay. So I can toggle this on and off, but right now my dashboard is not connected to any devices, right? So what you can do, if you have, you can create a device statically, but we will use something different. We will use our program to connect to Adafruit dashboard using API key, right? So let me show you API key value. As I mentioned in my PPT, you should keep it safe, and I'm sharing this, but I'm going to discard active key after this demo and regenerate my key so that this key will not be in use anymore, right? So this is the key you are going to use in your program, right? So it's now time to run the actual program. So let's go to the Raspberry Pi. This is my Raspberry Pi. And yes, this is powered on. So let me first while we are trying to make a connection, okay, I want you to take a look at the dashboard. Okay, so here you can see this will be our setup. So this is the Raspberry Pi, which has a LED connected on the breadboard, right? What we are going to do, we are going to run a MQTT program, which will connect using that program and Adafruit AIO key. We will connect to Adafruit Cloud, and on Cloud we will send some values from this program, and also we will receive the LED status from Adafruit Cloud, so that this LED will be turned on and off based on the action my MQTT, or based on the value my MQTT broker is publishing from Adafruit Cloud. All right. So my device is connected right now. All right. So let's try to SSH to this. Okay. See the Adafruit, and I have a program here. I will upload this sample program. I didn't write the program. I got it from Adafruit community. So I just tweak some value. So I'm going to post this program. So that, and you can, if you want, you can download and edit it for your purposes, right? So it's called Adafruit MQTT PY. Let's quickly look at this program, what it is doing. Okay. From MQTT video, if you have not watched that video, that link is in description. Please go ahead and watch that video so that it will help you understand this program, right? This is my GPIO connection. So I have a LED connected at GPIO 40, which is board 21, right? And we are going to supply voltage high and low based on the value we receive from Adafruit Cloud. Okay. And as you can see, we have three chunks in this program: definition connected, definition disconnected, and definition message, right? So first you connect. When you connect with a Adafruit IO username and Adafruit IO key. These things are totally related to your account, right? Unique to your account, basically. So for me, it is SDN Tech, and follow above is the AIO key, right? Once you connect, you actually subscribe to the feed called frequency, and you also subscribe to another feed called LED, right? If payload received is on, then I'll also print something like turn on LED here, and at the same time I will do a GPIO output LED true. That means every time I toggle the switch on Adafruit to on, I'll print turn on LED here, and my LED will turn on actually like in real time. Okay, and we said that we are going to use this program to publish a feed also. So that feed is called free pressure, and you can see I'm using a random init and to publish pressure. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this program. Before we run this program, let's go to feed one more time. You can see there is only one feed. If you go to dashboard, let's keep it off, LED is off, and there is only one feed. Okay, now we are ready to run our program. Python 3 Adafruit. Let's go ahead and run the program then, because you know the program structure, and to connect to the Adafruit cloud you need username and AIO key. They both should match, right? So let's run the program. As you can see, I'm connected to Adafruit IO. That means my username and AIO key has been accepted, and I have immediately published the pressure, right? Because that's I am publishing. And then we have subscribed to the feed called LED and waiting for data. All right. So let's see what happened when we connect to Adafruit IO. So let's go to the feed first. And as you can see, there is a new feed appeared called pressure. And we didn't create this feed. This is appearing here as a result of the program itself, right? So if we have a feed, what we should do, we should add some visualization to that feed, just like we created for LED. So let's create a new block. And since we are publishing pressure, I think gauge is a good choice. Say next step, and this is pressure. Okay, some test value, but this value will be updated anyways automatically, right? From what we are publishing from our Raspberry Pi. So now we have two feeds, one being published from Raspberry Pi and one which we are going to publish to the Raspberry Pi, where Raspberry Pi is acting as a subscriber. All right. So right now, let's move our focus to the test bed, and I'm going to move the camera to our test bed. Okay, as you can see on my screen, I'm going to toggle the LED on, and it does switch on the LED. I'm going to toggle it off, it turned it off, pretty much in real time, right? No lag, nothing like ThingSpeak, very much real time, right? What does that tell me? That tell me it's very reliable. And at the same time, while we turn on and off, I am publishing a message also, like actual payload is on, actual payload is off, and I can say turn on the LED here, turn off LED here. Okay, so we are seeing that on our screen also. One more time, on, off. All right, perfect. So this tell me that my program is working. Okay, voila. So you are ready with your all IoT concept. You know how to work with electronic components, sensors, actuator. You know about the protocol, and now you are very familiar with IoT cloud platform. So what is stopping you to run some fun IoT projects, home projects, right? So go ahead, do something with your knowledge. And if you make something a fun project, please let me know. You can reach out to me on my email address is dntechforum@gmail.com, or you can always comment in the video section, right? And why, if you are benefiting out of this, I totally request you, urge you to please share this with young minds who want to start with IoT, but they feel that they don't have like enough knowledge around these various components, right? Hands-on knowledge about this component. So please go ahead and share the entire playlist with your friends, with young minds, and motivate them, because that is my goal. That's why I'm putting so much hard work here. So if you like this, please hit like button, subscribe, and please share. Thank you.